And it's not so late yet, right? It's getting dark soon, though. But yeah, good afternoon.
Yes,
How are you today? How
act-
are you doing today, Mitch?
a little sleepy actually. I wake up minutes ago.
You were taking a nap?
Yes.
Well, naps are fantastic. That's the best way to recover the energy that you spend
Mhm.
during the day. Yeah. I miss my naps. I've not been able to take a nap since what, almost a month ago, and I miss them very much. So you recover energy.
You have your new schedule is more tight.
Yeah, it's very tight. I started to work at Jean Piaget from 7 to 3:15, and then I get home and then I eat, and then by the time I want to take a nap, it's already time for another class. So, but well, I'm quite happy. I sleep enough during the weekends. For example, yesterday I went to bed. No, I mean Saturday I went to bed from like at 9:30, and on Sunday I woke up like at 9 to, so I slept almost 12 hours. Yeah. How was your day, Mitch?
Very nice. Today was our first day at classes again.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have so much expectations. Was kind of
Boring. You
boring.
you didn't have too many your expectations were not too high.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Why is that? If I can ask.
Not gonna lie. The institute too is. I now realize that it's not very good.
Um, you mentioned that. You have mentioned that a couple of times. Do you think you can complement your education, your instruction with extra classes elsewhere or somewhere? How?
Actually, this last months I've been studying a lot of softwares with courses on YouTube. Right now, I download one that it's to make music. I'm going
Wow.
to take a course this week. Let's see what happens.
Wow, sounds fantastic. Let me say hello to Mickey. Mickey, good afternoon. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon. I'm great. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit tired because, well, I woke up at 6 or yeah, 5:50 or 6. So I need to get used to it again. But all good, teacher. And you?
Very nice. Me too. Thank you very much. I was telling Mitch that I slept a lot from Saturday to Sunday because I went to Leon, but today I had to wake up at 5:20 to be ready in 10 minutes, get the car and drive from Leon to Irapuato and get here 6:40, before 6:40. And I managed, it only took me 50 minutes to go from my girlfriend's house to the Jean Piaget, which is the school where I'm teaching. So it was pretty intense the morning as well. I'm happy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great, teacher.
Mitch was telling me that her expectations at Instituto were not very high this semester. Uh, Apparently, it's because of the classes they have, Mitch, or you don't like the classes very much. You think you're missing something, or you need more instruction, more classes of other kinds. What is the issue there, Mitch? Because it sounds interesting what you say.
Yes, it's like I need more modern stuff because I know that we are going to have a lot of paint, sculpture, and it's not that I didn't like those things, but I would prefer something that really is that really pay in the current world, you know. And well, also the institute only in all the careers teach the basis the basics and it's our responsibility search more about it to be more prepared because, well, I don't know. I think in some other schools are like that, but uh, the time is so little, and we have to search by ourselves.
Yeah. Well, you can ask your dad and your mom, of course, but I will tell you my viewpoint as well. What you learn in school is negligible compared to what you learn in actual work. If you go to an industry, if you go to a company, if you work for someone or for yourself, you learn drastically more than all what you learned in school. And that
Yes.
works not only for you, but you could please ask your dad, ask your uncle, ask Memo, Bobby, ask other people, and they will probably tell you the same. I tell you that as a fact. What I learned in school was 5% of what I learned in industry. That's much more useful, but it gives you the foundation, it gives you the basis, the
Mhm.
basics as well. So I would say that, well, yeah, maybe you don't get enough, but what you're doing, trying to get some classes elsewhere, is very good. It's a great decision. So you complement your instruction. And of course, if you get a job in something that you really like, it's going to be dramatically more interesting, more rewarding, and more insightful in every regard. So, good decision, Mitch. Good decision to
Yeah.
continue uh, preparing yourself on something else.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if you had the opportunity to read the short novel of The Shot by Pushkin.
Oh, sorry.
No, teacher,
No,
I
it
didn't
was
do
too
it.
soon. No, it was too soon. Well, try to read it some other day, but it's really,
It's
really
sure.
interesting.
Mhm.
Um, I would like to do some progress today on the grammar book that we normally review. And I think we were in Unit 18, starting the. Let me share the screen in a moment. Educational learning. I think we did that. Actually, I think it's Unit 19. Let's see. Yeah, it's question tags. And I believe we saw the very, very beginning. Here, I'm going to share the screen.
Thank
Okay, here. I'm sharing now. And here. Okay, I believe this is it. So, question tags, I'm sure you have seen them, and indirect questions can be used in many ways with the verb to be, with the verb to be as an auxiliary, with the verb to have, and when verb have is the main verb and modals. You see, for example, as a verb, Mitch, can you read the first line with be as a main verb, please?
Mhm. With V as a main verb, I on time. Are were you we they tired? Is was he she it called?
Yeah, yeah, it's very, very simple. Can you alternate and read the second one, Mickey, please? Then Mitch the third, and you the fourth, please.
you. Yes, sure. Would be as an auxiliary verb. And was I interrupting you? Are were you with a going on a picnic? Is was he she it working?
With have as an auxiliary verb, have had I you we they got any money? Has had he she it finished?
Yes,
We'd have as a main verb and with all other verbs. Do the I you we they have enough time? Does the he she it need anything?
yes,
With models, should I wait? Could you help me? Will she be here soon? Might they be lost?
yes,
With who, whose, whom, what, which, where, when, why, and how. Who is taking the rubbish out? Whose book is this? To whom did you speak? What is the water like? Which do you want? Where did you go on holiday? When is Terry starting work? Why did they leave? How do you spell environment?
Yes, very good. And then question tags are simply questions that reinforce the, I mean, are phrases that reinforce the question. You are Canadian, aren't you? It's like, ¿eres canadiense o no? Que no, o no? She's beautiful, isn't she? Ella es bonita, you know? Right? So that's very normal in English, Spanish, Russian, Italian. So let's read the second line, please, with auxiliary verbs and modal. Who wants to read that, please?
Yeah, with auxiliary verbs and models. You haven't lost my city, have you? We are having the lesson early tomorrow, aren't we? People should recycle things, shouldn't they? There will be lots of people there. Want there? Want there?
Yes, exactly. Then the next section, Mickey, please.
Would have as a main verb. Tom has a lovely voice. Hasn't, doesn't he? With other verbs. You play the guitar, don't you? Frank lives in Germany now, doesn't he? Your friends really enjoyed themselves at the party, didn't they? With let's get the DVD tonight, shall we? With imperatives. Pass me that book, Will Wolf called you. Don't forget tonight, will you?
Okay. So normally, if you make an affirmation, the question tag is in negative, and if you make a negation, the question tag is in affirmative. There are some expressions which are really weird, right? For example, this one here. I'm the best student in the class, aren't I? Instead of saying, am I not? You say, aren't I? Which is weird, but it's correct. If it is a negation, I'm not very tall, then you say, am I? But you don't say, am I not? You say, I'm the best student in the class, aren't I? You say, aren't I? Sounds weird. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it's correct. It's more British than Americans. Americans tend to say, am I not? But also they say, aren't I? When they say, I'm not, or I'm sorry, when they say, I'm. Okay, this is some exceptions. And then we have indirect questions. This is very important, and it is here where many people make mistakes, even teachers. For example, in the first line, could you tell me? Can you read the example, Mitch, please? Oh, Mitch got disconnected.
So,
Yeah, so
my teacher,
yes, please.
uh, some introductory phrases and questions. Example. Can you tell me? Could you tell me? Example, could you tell me what time is it? What time it is?
What time it is? Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes. It is here that it gets, I wouldn't say complicated, but if you just ask the question, what time is it? Then you said, then you say, what time is it, right? See, what time is it? Well, the question is, what time is it? But if it's an indirect question, can you tell, okay, what time is it? What time is it? Right. But if you say, can you tell me? Then you say, can you tell me what time it is? This is very, very important. And it's also um, not difficult to understand, but it's very distinct. As I was telling Mickey Mitch, even teachers make commonly make mistakes here. People tend to say, "What time? Can you tell? Could you tell me what time it is?" Is the correct form. But some teachers say even say, or people say, "Can you tell me what time is it?" And it's not correct. Let's read the second one, Mitch, please.
Yes. Uh, could you let me know? Could you let me know when it starts?
Yes, exactly. So notice that it's two phrases, not one sentence. It's two phrases in one. All right. So number three, Mickey, please.
Do you know? Do you know who that woman is?
Exactly. Exactly. Do you know who that woman is? If I say, do you know who is that woman? Is that correct or wrong? There's this phrase. Do you know who is that woman? Is this phrase correct or incorrect, Mitch? What do you think?
Correct?
It looks correct actually, but it's incorrect. The
Why?
correct form is to put the verb at the end because it's a indirect question. Do you know who that woman is? Okay, that is the correct form. Do you know who that woman is? Okay, let's do the next one, please. I wonder if you could tell me. Can you do the next one, Mickey, please? I wonder.
Yes, sure. I wonder if you could tell me. I wonder if you could tell me how much this cost.
Okay, once again, incorrect would be to say, uh, I wonder if you could tell me how much does this cost? That is wrong. How much does this cost would be correct if you didn't put, I wonder if you could tell me. In other words, how much does this cost? That question alone is correct. But if I use a relative clause, how much, I mean, I wonder if you could tell me how much this costs, that's enough. Okay? So let's do the next one, Mitch, please.
Um, I wonder if you know. I wonder if you know what the starting salary is.
Excellent. Very good. That's correct. The next one, Mickey, please.
I would like to know. I would like to know what your company is going to do about it.
Yes, perfect. So notice the common mistakes. The common mistakes are below. Can you read examples, Mitch, please? I would like to know.
Um, I would like to know. I would like to know like what your company is going to do about it.
Yeah, and then the
Sorry,
example below
sorry,
with the
sorry.
box
I
below.
will like to know when
That's
the
okay.
next train to London leaves.
Perfect. Yes, that's excellent. Very good. And then what would be a mistake? Well, it would be a mistake to say, I would like to know when does the train to London leave? If you had only to ask, uh, when does the next train to London leave? That is correct. That would be correct. But if you have another clause, which is, I would like to know, then this is not correct.
Mhm.
So let's go to the next section, Mickey, please. Some indirect questions.
Some indirect questions, which begin with a question word, need a question mark at the end. Could you tell me where the library is?
Very good. And then the next section, Mitch, please. If a direct question is a yes no question,
If a direct question is a yes no question, the equivalent indirect question uses if or whether. I wonder if whether you have read this book.
yeah. And in that case, you don't place a question mark. I wonder whether, right? I wonder, I wonder whether you love your career or not. It
No.
doesn't have a question mark at the end. Okay. I wonder whether you love your career or not. It has an H.
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, Mickey.
And for example, would it be incorrect if we say, could you tell me where is the library?
Could you tell me where? Yes, it's incorrect. Is the library? Yeah, it's very common. Many people use it, even Americans, even teachers, even British people. But it's wrong. It's like saying bien bonito, right? Bien bonito is very common. Oh, that is bien bonito, but it's wrong, right? Can you tell me where the library is the correct form? Okay, but also you say you can argue, you can say, yeah, but this is correct. Where is the library? Yeah, this is correct. Where is the library? That is right. But on the contrary, could you tell me where is the library is not correct? Could you tell me where the library is correct? This is the correct form to express the second sentence.
Okay, sure.
Yes. So that's why this sounds a bit novel to many people, but it's very important and is how it is, right? We're going to do many exercises that way. It will be very fortified. For example, here, let's do exercise A, please. Somebody wants to read the questions, please.
Choose the correct answer. Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, am I?
Am I disturbing you? Yes,
Am
perfect,
I disturbing you?
very good. Do number two, Mitch, please.
Um, did Dorothy told you?
No, no, no. Told you already have the past tense auxiliary,
Oh, okay.
so this is the
Tell
right
you.
answer. Yes, please.
Did
Can you read it
Dorothy
again?
tell you about the meeting on Friday?
Very good. Number three, Mickey, please.
Was it?
Was it hot? Yes, perfect.
Was it
Let's read.
hot when you were in Spain?
Very good. Number four, Mitch, please.
Um, Tony, are you? Do you have? No. Are you good?
Have you got time?
Um, have you got time to call Mrs. Roberts? Oh,
Mrs. Roberts, yes, perfect. Very good. And then number five, Mickey, please.
When your boss arrived, uh, had you finished the report?
Perfect. Had you finished the report? Very good. And then number six, please.
hmm. I know Jane's Perry, but have you ever seen someone spend so much time in front of the mirror?
Okay, yeah. What is the implication? Is a criticism or is he praising her?
Uh, Praising her? What means that?
Praise is elogiar and
Ah,
criticize is criticar.
both?
Okay, well, yeah, it's both. Yeah, he's admitting that Jane is pretty, but she has a little bit of vanity, right? She spends
Hmm.
a lot of time in the mirror. Okay, very good. Thank you. Number seven, please.
It's raining. So, will they?
Will they cancel? Yes. Let's read it again, Mickey, please.
It's raining, so will they cancel the concert?
Very good, excellent. And number eight, Mitch, please.
Mhm. Um, could you
Yes,
could you
perfect.
pass me the salt, please?
Very good. Number nine, Mitch. Mickey, please.
Sure. Mm, can you repeat what the homework is, please?
Very good, excellent. Thank you. Number 10, Mitch, please.
Mm, the, where?
Where? Very good. Yes, excellent.
Were the couple you met in France last year staying at the same hotel?
Yes, very good. Excellent. Then 11, Mickey, please.
I know how to pronounce controversy, but what does it
Controversy,
mean?
perfect. Yeah, controversy, controversia.
But what does it mean?
Uh, yo sé cómo pronunciar controversia, pero ¿qué significa? Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm sorry, Mickey. You give me the answer.
It's okay.
But what does it mean? Yeah, perfect. Okay, okay. And then number 12, Mitch, please.
It's a great idea, but you think?
Do you think?
Do you think
Do you think it will work?
it will work?
Yes, very good, excellent. Now the next section is also very important. Here you have a few words and you need to make a complete sentence with the correct grammar. So, for example, here it says, "You wash your hair when I rang." So, what would the question be? Let me pass this to, um, let's see, I'll pass this to Paint. It may sound a bit archaic, but Paint has worked wonders for me here. So, here, the first question, please. Who does the first one? Mickey, you want to do the first one?
Yes, sure. Great
Please.
questions. You wash your hair when I rang. Uh,
This exercise sounds very familiar.
That's it. Maybe, maybe we already did it.
uh, have you
Were you? Were you watching?
washing your hair when I rang?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Rang.
think that we did it.
We did it, right? We already did
And the
it.
last exercise too. I think so.
Oh, okay.
But
So
it's good.
we it's sort of like a review, right? Do you want to
Yeah.
review it? It helps.
Yes.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, now the next one, please.
have Julie give you or gave you?
But it's yesterday, so it's a definite date. Yesterday.
Julie
So what
gave you?
did Julie give you her email address
Yesterday.
yesterday? Very good. Let's read it again, Mitch, please.
Did Julie give you her email address yesterday?
Very good. Thank you. And number three,
Do
do
do you
you
always
always have
have uh, lunch this late?
Yes, very good. Okay, good job. And then number four is a question because it's a party for tonight. So, and it's plural. So, what's the question, Mitch?
Um, were Jack and Tom?
Where and okay, where Jack and Tom coming?
To the party tonight?
Coming to the party tonight. Coming to the party tonight. Or Jack and Tom coming to the party tonight. Tonight. Perfect. And that admits are or where, right? Both of them. Number five, please. This is with can or could, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want to use?
Um,
Can or could you give me a hand?
can you give me a hand later?
Can you give me a hand later? Very good. Then the number six, Mitch, please.
Um, how do you spell your name?
Your name. How do you spell your name? Very good. The next one, number seven, please.
Government candidate. Why the government?
Why
Why can't
can't?
the government do something about the situation?
Okay, very good. And then number nine.
Could you scroll down, teacher, please?
Yes, 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 of course. Let me do this. Okay, here. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Number eight, please.
Uh, where, where did you go
For
for your honeymoon last year?
your honeymoon last year, right? For your honeymoon last year. Very good. And then the last one, please.
What
Let's see if you can. Yes. What did
did
your
your
house
house look like when it finished? When it's finished?
when it was
Mm. Oh yeah.
finished? Yes, in past tense. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Well, now a topic of controversy, a controversial topic, truly. Um, there is a scandal now about the Prime Minister of Mexico that is in charge of the judiciary party. So, right, this is a scandal ongoing in Mexico. Yesterday, about the Prime Minister, right? Have you heard about that?
No, teacher.
Not really.
They say that the first female Prime Minister that is ruling Mexico had a thesis photocopied from a previous thesis in the UNAM.
A
Oh.
what?
The thesis of the prime minister was a copy paste of a previous thesis of another person. That is copyright infringement. Apparently, this lady was infringing the copyright laws. What do you think about this situation? That the Supreme Court first mandatory and the first lady photocopied, not photocopied, copy pasted the thesis of another person at UNAM. And now she's the top person to decide and apply the law. What do you think?
Mm, yeah.
She's under heavy attack by all the politicians, and they state that she copied the thesis from a previous partner at UNAM. And she's defending herself. She says that no, that she's innocent. And yesterday at Channel 11, that is ran by UNAM, they started talking about Samarripa and other security principles here in Guanajuato and attacking the governor and the government of Guanajuato, stating that we don't do anything about crime. What do you think about that? What's your comment about that, Mich Miky? Do you think they're taking revenge? because the channel is run by UNAM.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't know. There are uh, a lot of lies and a lot of injustice in politics, and so probably uh, if it is real, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, uh, the lady that is running the Supreme Court, I don't remember her name. Can you Google it really quick, please? It's a lady that came out from UNAM, but she's under heavy accusations. I don't know if the news is gonna be in English, but I would say that it might. Let me check. Mexican crime minister accused of cheating. Yeah, it is. It is in the news. Okay, let's see. That's not it. Mexican President Supreme Court. Plagiarism. Yes, plagiarism. That's it. Plagiarism. So plagiarism, cheating, plagiarism. Okay, who's Jasmine Esquivel? You haven't heard about that, have you?
No.
No.
Not sure. I think so.
Okay. Uh, Top judges. It was not one of the top judges. Is the top judge in Mexico, the Supreme Judge. Okay, here. You want to read the first part, please? Mexico City, January 12th. Mexico's president, please.
Yes. Mexico City, January 12th. Reuters. Mexico's president said Thursday that plagiarism allegations plaguing one of the Mexico's top judges were born out of political scamming by his opponents a day after a judge's alma mater said she copied a substantial part of her thesis.
What do you think? Do you think that copying the thesis of another person is okay, or is plagiarism? Is that a serious penalty? What do you think?
Of course, it's plagiarism.
It is something serious, right?
Yes.
And this happened at no other school than National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, which is one of Latin America's most prestigious universities. Um, Imagine. And the president is casting doubt on the verdict. He says that is not reliable. Well, this is advertisement. Um, well, this is what happened a few days ago. This news has been on for a month now, a month or 2 months now. But yesterday, in Channel 11 at UNAM, they started to talk about what the second after one of the former presidents, which I don't know if you knew, is Felipe Calderon, which is from the opposite party, saying that the second person in the government, the person after the president, which was Genaro Luna, was involved in a very serious kidnapping and drug dealing traffic crime. So that's like a revenge from Yunnan. What do you think about this give and take in politics? That's what they call them, give and take. So you give him a punch and they respond, and then you give them back. It becomes like a political scandal. What do you think about that, Mickey?
Well, it's something so sad because uh, politicians must be focused on other things, and now the majority, or I don't know, but the big majority of the politicians are more focused on impulse. I don't know. Uh, their campaigns or impulse their parties or impulse uh, their thoughts instead of focus on what really matters. And now inclusive, they are like fighting between them, and well, it's normal here in Mexico. I think so.
Well, honestly, I think it's normal everywhere, right? Not only in
Yeah.
Mexico, in the US is the same, and in France is gonna be the same. And every country has the same issues. The only thing is that it gives bad publicity to the country, but also the attorney that is defending Genaro Luna, the lawyer that is defending Genaro Luna in the US, is saying a very funny comment, and it looks like a very, very interesting comment. He said, the attorney of Genaro Luna said that Genaro had been applauded by Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. What is the hint? What is the idea of this comment, in your opinion, Mickey Mitch? I mean, Genaro Luna was apparently involved in crimes like kidnapping and in more serious crime like drug dealing. But
Mm.
then the attorney says that he had been applauded by Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. What do you think he's trying to say?
Mm,
Do you think this is a hint that the former presidents of the US might also be involved? Do you think this is the hint? Or what do you
I don't
think?
know. Yeah, probably. I don't know. To be honest, I never liked politics in general, and
Okay,
not for that are bad or something like that. But I think that politics normally is used not in the correct way. So I don't know. Probably yes.
probably right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the general comment would be if the president of Mexico or presidents of Mexico make deals with the presidents of the US, do you think they are both innocent or they are both suspects? Because the publicity normally is bad against the Mexicans, but the other guys are not totally innocent. What do you think?
Uh, yeah, of course. Normally, U.S. or news in U.S. create stories, and obviously uh, they're gonna fault the Mexican people, and they're gonna look good the American people. But I would say that if you are involved with a person who is involved too in things like kidnapping or uh, drugs or something like that, well, probably the most probably is that you're not gonna be innocent. I think so.
Absolutely. I fully agree with you, Mickey. What do you think about this comment, Mitch? The comment that Mickey just made?
Mm. Sorry.
No, Mickey says that. Well, can you more or less repeat your comment, Mickey, please?
Yeah, normally news and internet in general, obviously they're gonna make that Mexico or Mexican people is like the bad guy in the story, but at the end, if someone doesn't matter if he's American or if he's Mexican, it's involved in kidnapping, drugs, and all that stuff. Obviously, I would say that they are not innocent.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, let me tell you something that I was asking one of my students in the class today. I asked them, mention mention the 10 best habits students can have. Guess which one was one of them? One of the comments that students made.
Mention the best
Habits?
habits.
Mm,
Eat.
shouldn't.
Okay, well, yeah, of course. Eating well, it was a very important comment. Another one that you think that is very, very important. And
Sleep.
I was sleeping well, of course. Sleeping enough is very important. But they made a comment that surprised me, not because it was wrong, actually, it was correct, but because of the profundity of it. Being
Mm,
that young,
I have some possibilities, but I can.
well, someone made this comment relating to good people. It's a good habit that you make good contacts, that you connect with positive people.
Oh,
According to them, this is one of the best habits that you relate to good people, that you make connections, that you make friends with good people.
oh yes.
So it's more or less the other side of the coin of what Mickey was saying. It's exactly the same as what Mickey was saying, right? If you relate to good people, the most likely thing is that you are a good people. It's almost absolutely possible that you are very good people. If your friends are good, people will say, well, Mitch, Mickey are very good. Why? But look at his friends, look at her friends. And the opposite is also true, right? If I relate with a gangster or that is a thief and that is an assassin and that's a rapist, they will say, well, look, his friends are very dubious. So one of the best habits is relating to good people. And I
Hmm.
was impressed by this comment. Not because it's bad, actually, it's very good, but because the maturity of these young kids to say this. So I like the comment very much. So it is important to more or less establish a club of good people, don't you think, Mickey?
Indeed.
Okay,
Yeah, of
well,
course.
so this is just to close the topic of politics because they were blaming the Mexican politicians, and then they were blaming this guy Genaro Luna, who was the second to Calderon in the government, and then he says, well, but Genaro is very respected person. He was applauded by Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, the two former presidents of the US. So, in my opinion, it was like a hint saying that, well, if you continue digging, the American presidents will be touched also, will be criticized as well. So, like, take it easy. It was more or less the idea that I got from this comment, stating in quotation marks that they are not totally innocent either, right?
Yes.
And that made me laugh a little bit. But well, that was that. Let's do some more exercises here, please. We did number. Which one we do? Okay, let's do the last one. Oh no, no, no. We finished this exercise. We finished this exercise. Let's do the next one, please. Then. All right. Somebody wants to read the instructions, please.
Sure.
Okay, please.
Complete using the words in the box. Use each word only once. There is one extra word you don't need to use.
Okay. Okay. Then let's see this. Give me a second. I will put this here. Okay, here. Okay. The first one, please.
Um.
Yes. Which is that, Mitch?
uh, whose?
Yes. Very good. Whose? responsibility. Can you read it? Can you read the complete sentence, please?
Whose responsibility it is to look after the environment? Yours.
Okay. And the next one, Mickey, please.
And when?
When?
And when should you start? Right now is the answer.
Right now, exactly. The next one, please.
Uh,
But
but mm, who's going to who, who?
who is going to help you?
Who's going to help you? We are. We are Green Warriors, the environmental project group, and we know the answers to all your questions. We've pulled together the fact sheet to get you started. I think we already did this, teacher.
I think you're right.
I remember for Green Warriors.
Yeah, that's true. We already did it. Let's just check really quick the answers. Do you
Mhm.
remember number four? What was number four?
Mm,
Was it why or why me?
why?
Why me? We all have a responsibility to the world around us. Ordinary people like you can make a big difference. But number five,
Uh, but how?
Oh,
how can I make a difference?
How can I make a difference by recycling your paper, glass, and plastic, and mm,
and by taking part in Green Color
by
demonstrations.
taking part in Green Warriors demonstration and problems practice in your area.
What's the first step?
Yes. What's the first step?
The first step is to come along to the Green Color offices and speak to one of our officers. They will let you know about the next protest in your area.
Okay. Then we have the word which, right? Which other organizations are you
Which
connected
organization
to?
are you connected to?
And then Green Warriors,
What? No. Mm,
Where?
where is Green Warriors based? Where is Green Warriors based? Green Warriors. Yeah, we had done this before, but okay. It's a good article. People normally try to sway the opinion of others. That's very common, not only in the US, also in Mexico. How to persuade people to your way of thinking. That's very common and sometimes it's very useful. But we have to be very ethical in doing that. So, okay, we did that as well. And I think we have enough time to do one more activity here. Let's do the
mhm.
next one. All right, here. Let's do this one too, please.
I think this one already did it too.
We already did it.
Mhm.
Letter D, we did. Okay, check it, please. Let's see.
Yes.
We did it. Well, okay, let's see if we already did this too. Early humans and the weather.
Mm,
Write one word in each gap.
I think this not.
We haven't done this, all right? Okay, well, let's do that then. Okay, I'm gonna print it and paste it here. Okay, here we go. Let me turn the lights on really quick. Give me a second, please.
Yes, sure.
Mm.
Because it's getting dark. All right. Okay, here. Okay. Here we are. I think this. Okay, letter D. No, no, no. It's this one here. Print here. Okay. Write one word in each gap. Who does the first one, please?
Mixture.
Okay.
Do you think?
Yes. Do you think?
Do you think you understand the water? For early
Okay.
humans, the water was a constant source of questions.
Okay. The second one, please.
Um, do you think you understand? Sorry. uh, could you scroll down, teacher?
Yeah, of course.
Ay, I forgot it.
Why?
Why? Why is
It
it
was
raining?
about.
The number three is connected to the second one. Why is it raining? What?
What?
This follows an auxiliary.
Yes.
What does? You agree, Mitch? What does the
Mm,
storm mean?
yes.
Okay. Number four,
Where?
is the same auxiliary or not?
Yes, those.
Where does the wind go
When it blows.
when it blows? Yes.
People came up with many explanations for the weather, usually involving gods and ancestors.
Okay, very good. Number five,
Can?
Rain.
can, yes. Can you explain?
Rainbow is the Cherokee people of America believe that it was the hem of the sun god's coat.
Okay. The next one, please. The weather has also been used to explain.
Other things? Well, what would you say if someone asked you, uh, where
Yes, very good. Very good. Where kangaroos.
kangaroos come from? You'd probably say Australia, but
Mm, How?
How? Yes, very good. How did the Aborigines explain these strange animals? Okay, continue, please.
They told a story about a great storm. A group of Aboriginal hunters watched in amazement as the wind blew large creatures over their heads.
Okay,
Mm,
number eight. Do you like the word what? What could it be?
what could they
What could
be?
they be? What could they be? Yes. Finally, the
the
wind died
wind
down.
died down and the kangaroos landed on the ground. The
Landed
storm
Landed.
had landed on the ground. The
on the
storm
ground.
had brought them a new animal to hunt.
Okay, this is a very beautiful fable. Obviously, it's probably not true. You see,
Hmm.
the wind blew large creatures. That's obviously impossible. Well, let's read it, please. Let's read it and record it individually, if you're so kind, please. Let's please read
Uh,
this beautiful paragraph.
I can't find my cell phone.
Oh, well, you can read it here. It's recording. It is recording.
Okay.
So Just read it and it will be recorded here. Mitch,
Mhm.
please.
Okay. Um, Early humans and the weather. Do you think you understand the weather? For early humans, the weather was a constant source of questions. Why is it raining? What does this storm mean? Where does the wind go when it blows? People came up with many explanations for the weather, usually involving gods and our ancestors. Can you explain what a rainbow is? The Cherokee people of America believed that it was the hem of the sun god's coat. The weather has also been used to explain other things. What would you say if someone asked you where kangaroos come from? You'd probably say Australia, but how did the aborigines explain these strange animals? They told a story about a great storm. A, a group of Aboriginal hunters watched in amazement as the wind blew large glitters over their heads. What could they be? Finally, the wind died down and the kangaroos landed on the ground. The storm had brought them a new animal to hunt.
Okay. Very good. I like the story. I don't know why I find it so appealing. Let's see. Can you read it, Mickey, please?
Yes, teacher. I'm gonna record in my cell phone.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
Early humans and the water. Do you think you understand the water? For early humans, the weather was a constant source of questions. Why is raining? What does this term mean? Where does the wind go when it blows? People came up with many explanations for water, usually involving gods or ancestors. Can you explain what a rainbow is? The Cherokee people of America believe that it was that the hem of the sun, God's coat. The weather has also been used to explain other things. What would you say if someone asks you where kangaroos come from? You'd probably say Australia. But how did the Aborigines explain these strange animals? They told a story about a great storm. A group of Aboriginal hunters watched in amazement as the wind blew large creatures over their heads. What could they be? Finally, the wind died down, and the kangaroos landed on the ground. The storm had brought them a new animal to hunt.
Okay, very good. I find this story very beautiful and very appealing. Um, there are many fables about aboriginal creatures, the Indian reserves, many fables that we need to learn from various cultures. But okay. Uh, so, Mickey, Mitch, the next session would be, I guess, on Wednesday. Wednesday at 5.
Yeah, I
It's
think so. On
okay.
Wednesday and on Sunday.
On
Yes,
Sunday,
teacher.
right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, then I guess I see you on Wednesday at 5.
Yes,
Yes, teacher is good.
All right. Well, in that case, thank you very much. Take care and enjoy your day. See you on
take
Wednesday,
care,
Mitch,
teacher.
Mickey. Have a wonderful
Thank you,
day.
teacher.
See ya,
You
have a
too.
great
Thank you very
day.
much for the time.
Thank you. Take care. Enjoy.
Take care.
Bye,
You
See
too.
you.
enjoy.
Bye bye. See